The Charlie Piutau money would have been nice, but you can safely say All Blacks halfback TJ Perenara is not solely motivated by the folding stuff. It was announced on Friday Perenara has resigned with New Zealand Rugby and the Hurricanes through until 2021, joining flanker Sam Cane in inking a 4-year deal to remain in this country. The 25-year-old Wellingtonian, who has played 39 tests for the All Blacks and has emerged as a key leader with the Canes, said it had been an easy decision for him to make once he figured out his priorities. "I'm pretty stoked to be able to stay home in Wellington for the next little while and pursue a dream to make the Hurricanes great and hopefully continue to play for the All Blacks as well," Perenara said after joining the All Blacks in Auckland ahead of their late-night departure for London. He said unfulfilled goals that remain high on his agenda had been a big part of his motivation for staying in New Zealand, and not even courting the huge offshore money that would have been available for a player of his status. "It shows this is where my heart is and this is where I want to play my footy," he added. "There is a lot of footy in New Zealand I think I have left to play and a lot of goals, a lot of things I guess we've started that I want to be there to be a part of. We never pursued anything overseas. There was a little bit of interest we had to consider purely because that's part of it, but home is where my decision ended up being, and that's good for me and good for my family too." Perenara forms arguably the finest 1-2 halfback punch in the international game alongside regular All Blacks starter Aaron Smith, and he said in the end it had not been a difficult decision to continue with his career in New Zealand. "When we started to work out the pros and cons of it and what is my main driver in footy, being at home, being around my family was a massive influence for me," Perenara said. "Being able to continue to pursue our Hurricanes goals, our Wellington goals and the All Blacks goal is also a big driver." Perenara said the 4-year term was a long commitment, but when both national headquarters and the Hurricanes indicated a willingness to go deep, he was happy to jump at it. "This is where I see my future anyway, so if I can commit to the franchise and the union and they commit that amount of time to me, it's only a good thing." The chirpy halfback confirmed there was some flexibility in his new deal, but nothing different to what his colleagues were including in their contracts. "Being in Wellington and playing for the Hurricanes is a big driver for me. It's where I grew up, it's my home and it's where my family is. Family means a lot and being able to be close to them and be around them is important." Perenara has scored 8 tries since making his All Blacks debut in 2014 against England. He first appeared for the Hurricanes in 2012 and has played 96 matches for the franchise, scoring 44 tries. All Blacks coach Steve Hansen said Perenara was an important part of the team. "He's an incredibly competitive athlete who has taken his game to another level in recent seasons and he has a great understanding of what it means to be a test player. He plays a key role for us both on and off the park and is continuing to look to develop his all-round skills, including his leadership skills." Perenara has joined Cane and hooker Cody Taylor as All Blacks who have signed through to 2021, while Sam Whitelock, Ben Smith and Anton Leonard-Brown are committed through to 2020. All Blacks captain Kieran Reid, Owen Franks, Israel Dagg, Brodie Ritlick, Aaron Smith, Julian Savia, Dane Coles, Buden Barrett, Sonny Bill Williams, Joe Moody, Nee Milner Scudder, Nathan Harris, Patrick Tuipulotu, Liam Squire, Liam Coltman and Ngani Lamape have all inked deals through to 2019.